Hello, my name is Husna Sazwanina Suha binti Abdullah and my metric number is 286196. I will present about the introduction. Nestle is the world's largest food and beverage corporation. The corporation was formed in 1866. Initially, Nestle supplied infant cereal milk, but it quickly produced their product range to include coffee, chocolate, yogurt, soap, frozen items, and even water. Nestle is also active in collaborative engagement with other brands such as Coca-Cola as a consequence of their own initiative. As a result, Nestle has many followers who support the manufacture of their product. Nestle has extended its market and now has plants in the United States, Australia, and multiple warehouses in Hong Kong, Bombay, and Singapore as well in Europe. When the World War I broke out, the business was in difficulty because meat consumption had surged while availability of meat raw material had fallen. As a result, Nestle has to focus Australia and the United States, where new plant and facility has been established. Nestle now the world's largest food and beverage producer. Nestle also has presence in many countries and manufacture anything from fish cream to dog food. This situation can demonstrate how different it is from Henry Nestle's original research of manufacturing condensed milk 150 years ago.
Hi everyone, my name is Chen Kaizhen with matrix number 286536. For my part in this report is cultural factor affect Nestle global business. Cultural difference may cause challenge for both management and employees. Nestle corporate culture is referred to as a culture of excellence. First cultural factor is official language of multinational organization, that is Nestle. Due to the official language of many multinational organizations, local affairs are usually handled in the language of where the firm is located, and not all employees are multilingual. Second cultural factor is different nation. People from different nations handle the same issue in a different way because of the cultural difference that exists. Making sure that everyone understands this difference and making deliberate effort to come up with choice that enable the diverse culture to work together more successfully is the solution. Third cultural factor is Nestle monoculture. Organization studies show the Nestle monoculture has a significant impact on the company overall performance and human ties. Nestle diversity at risk stance is often criticized. On the other hand, the company benefits from the lack of diversity and the same culture shared by all employees. Fourth cultural factor is cultural difference. This is the last cultural factor in our report. By removing prejudice from the workplace and the individual who work there, managers are able to make more informed decisions. Employees at Nestle are expected to adhere to a set of professional standards. Employees at Nestle are encouraged to bring their different origin, including their religion, view, and ethnicities, to work with them. That's all from me. Now I pass the section to the next group member.
My name is Jongtae. Metric number is 286467. Now I would like to present my part, which is social factor affect Nestle global business. The significance of social factor in business has just expanded in the 21st hundred years. Internationally, society and culture contrast from sport to locals. This is because of the degree of social and social component in the business. These elements affect interest and how and what customer purchase. Organizations and advertisers consolidated social issues into their business, showcasing enduring system because of their extending impact. Consider these social cultural variables and use them in your marketing approach to help you connect with listeners from different cultures and countries. Winnership includes any business that operates on a considerable scale in customer habits. Sector's prosperity relies on its capacity to expect excellent needs and give top sellable, cutthroat, meaningful, and imaginative items. The catering head approach then quite control and regular checking forums to guarantee great merchandise and keep away from well-being worries related to taking care of readiness and capacity across their work change. The group has opted to focus on interests low in saturated fat, sugar, and salt as part of its effort to enhance health. Besides that, the social environment, including shifting demographic, purchasing habits, and opinions, can also affect Nestle. The public's interest in intelligent dieting has fundamentally influenced food and drink brands like Nestle. Individuals need to consume fewer calories and less sugar. This is something that Nestle is well aware of its products. It would be disastrous for the firm and if it did not. Nestle is attempting to decrease salt, saturated fat, and sugar in some of these items. This requires the reformulation of existing things, permitting Nestle to present new renditions of well-known supper and refreshment.
Recommendation and evidence of Nestle involved in literacy training. Currently, 83 employees in Mexico are enrolled in the basic education program. This initiative began 15 years ago and has now grown to include several firms that provide primary and secondary school curricula. Brazil and Thailand have similar programs in place, as well as Ivory Coast. As a basic literacy course is offered in Turkey that is provided to apprentices in preparation for their training. It covers hygienic practices, safety training, and administrative rules and regulations. Recommendation and evidence of Nestle involved in forest protection. Nestle should use a variety of methods include supply chain mapping, certification, and satellite monitoring to guarantee that the primary commodities that Nestle buys, such as beef, palm oil, pulp, paper, soy, and sugar, are related to deforestation. While Nestle have been tangled by illegal rainforest destruction controversy. Thirdly, recommendation and evidence of Nestle involved in child and slave labor. 8 Ivory Coast teenagers have sued the Nestle, saying that they have been subjected to forced labor as slaves on cocoa estate. Businesses, they argue, are implicated in the slavery of thousands of children on cocoa farm in their supply chain. FLA audited farms in 2014 and discovered 21 child employees, representing 3% of the overall workforce, 6 child workers representing 1% of the total workforce in 2015, and no recruited young and child workers since 2016. Lastly, recommendation and evidence of Nestle involved in racially insensitive product names. Nestle said that it will alter the names of 2 famous Australian products, Redskins and Chicho's Sweets, after a global discussion about racial inequality. These names contain undertones that are inconsistent with Nestle principles, which are based on respect. While new names have not been finalized yet, Nestle will update these names as soon as possible. Redskin is a slang name of Native Americans that is usually considered unpleasant, whereas Chicho, which means boy in Spanish, can be disrespectful to people of Latin American heritage.
In conclusion, this international business study has provided us with several advantages and knowledge through group survey and research on Nestle Corporation. Nestle is a well-known food and beverage corporation that was the first to become a market leader in instant coffee beverage, milk, cereal, and even fast food. At the same time, we learn about the culture element that impact Nestle's production of popular items. We discovered that socio-economic variable influence the manufacture of Nestle goods across the world. Furthermore, after we understand the theory of microeconomics and macroeconomy, we can see how some of them be used in real life, such as law of demand. We state that as the price of a product declines, the quality demand of the product rises, and the vice versa.